A very good afternoon to class 12 boys. After problem identification and spotting trends, the next portion we are doing here is creativity. Now, before we moving on to creativity, I hope you understand what is problem identification and how we spot the trends. So, you study about the different trends. I will provide you a case study in which you have to identify some of the word, but at later stages. Now, moving on to what is creativity. Creativity, it is the first step in the process of innovation. Now, and listen to me, it's the first step in the process of innovation which leads to discovery of opportunity, now finding out the opportunity, and new venture. We say new venture creation. Okay, understand the term. Means you have to find it. It's a first stage in the process of innovation. Now, they say which leads to discovery of opportunity and a new venture creation. Now, you can, if you're creative enough, if you find something new, you discover something new. It means you can develop and you can find a opportunity and a new venture creation is one of the most important tasks demanded from entrepreneurs. Is manifest creative ability by convincing a new product market opportunity and a unique value propositions. Now, what is creativity means? It's a first stage in the process of innovation. And you find that it leads to discovery opportunity and a new venture. What type of business, what type of product you offer in the market. And it's an important task demanded from entrepreneurs. In is manifest creative ability. It's develop creative ability by conceiving a new product, market opportunity, and a unique selling, unique value proposition. It is seen that a new entrants often short their beginning by giving the reason of novelty, usefulness, and appropriateness, which are nothing but an extension of creativity. So, what is creativity? Basically, say that it's a new beginning. When you develop a new product in the market, when you offer new product in the market, you have to clarify all the idea. Means whether this product can satisfy the needs and taste of consumer, whether this product will be accepted by the customers. Now, this is the thing. So, please understand the term and note down if you want to make the notes. Creativity is the first step in the process of innovation, which leads to discovery of opportunity and a new venture creation. One of the most important tasks demanded from entrepreneurs is manifest creative ability by conceiving a new product, market opportunity, and a unique value proposition. Now, if you've seen that, it is seen that the new entrants often start their beginnings by giving the reason of novelty, usefulness, and appropriateness, which are nothing but an extension of creativity. Means whatever you are offering a product in the market, already existing product in the market, what type of efforts, what type of creative efforts you need to create in the market. Now, the creative process is, if we say the creative process, it includes basically the 5 terms. First is, we say idea germination. First step is idea germination. This is the first step in creative process. Next, after idea generation, it's called preparation. Now, this is I told you 5 process. The creative process depends on 5 methods. Second one is called preparation. Third one is called incubation. The idea, incubation. Next is elimination. The 4th step, and the last stage is verification. Elimination and verification. Now, this is a creative process. We will study what is idea generation, what is preparation, what is incubation, what is elimination, and what is verification. The first thing, understand that what is creative process, what are the methods which are needed in creative process. The first one is idea germination, second one is preparation, third one is incubation, fourth one is elimination, and fifth one is verification. Okay, now what is in first one we do, what is idea germination? The first step, idea germination. What is idea generation? Idea generation, it is the seeding stage. The first thing noted down, it is the seeding stage. The first process, it is a seeding stage where the new ideas grows. The idea germinates from the interest and curiosity of the entrepreneur. He then explores and exploits it to its best potential. The idea can also germinate from the need of specific problem or area of study. The first thing is when you study about the idea germination, it is a seeding stage where the idea comes, or whatever idea comes, the new idea grows. That's why it is a seeding stage. It means that the new idea grows. The new ideas grows. You can develop the new idea. You can process the new idea. The idea generates from the interest and curiosity of the entrepreneur. Now, what's type of interest? What is the curiosity of entrepreneur? Whether he is looking for the better changes, whether looking towards the environment, whether he is looking to the interest and taste and taste of the consumer. Because he had to look for the trend. What's the new trend going in the market? And because of that trends, the idea grows in his mind. What type of product he want to offer in the market. He then explores and exploit to the best potential. Look into the market, read the trends, watch other trends, and then study all the trends and find out what is the best possible way to satisfy the customer. The idea can also germinate from the need of specific problem or area of study. You find that the particular area are suffering from the same. They require this type of product which can satisfy the needs and taste of consumer. So this idea germinates. It's the first stage. That's it is a seeding stage. The new idea grows. The idea germinates from the interest and curiosity of the entrepreneur. Remember, interest and curiosity of the entrepreneur. What type of entrepreneur he is, how he look to the market, how he is faced to the market, whether he is satisfied with this IST board or he want to increase his business. That's a curiosity comes in mind. What type of product he can offer in front of the customer, or what type of services he can offer. This is the first stage. I hope it's clear. It is a seeding stage, or we call the first stage. The new ideas grows. The idea generates from the interest and curiosity of the entrepreneur. He then explores and exploits it to the best potential. The idea can also germinate from the need of the specific area of study. So this is the first point. Next comes preparation. Second point is preparation. After idea generation, the next stage is preparation. Now, preparation of what do you think? Preparation. Second stage. It's now when the idea germinates, now with the germination of idea, it need to be implemented. How you implemented the idea. For this, the entrepreneur takes up market research to see whether product will have any future or not. Suppose he think about any product. He see that whatever the idea comes in mind, whether he has a future or not, whether the product he thinking about, whether future or not. Suppose it cannot be seen in an unrealistic way. The product doesn't have any future. Suppose say I am preparing a plane. I am preparing tourism's hotspot in moon. Now, right now, it's not possible at all. That means idea should be like this, which is realistic, which should be implemented, which have a future. So this preparation is called when the germination idea, it need to be implemented. How it can be implemented? For this, entrepreneur take up the market research. Here, he study the market. He take up the idea of market research. He research the market, understand the needs, understand the problems in the market, and with the help of all this thing, he go for the market research with his research team, and then find out whether the product which he thinks about, whether have any feasibility or any future or not. This is an important part. So means in preparation, we'll say when the idea germinates, or with the germination of idea, it need to be implemented. For this, the entrepreneur takes up market research to see whether the product will have any future or not. I hope it's clear. The second part is preparation. Next part comes, the third stage is incubation. Incubation. The third stage is incubation. What is incubation? What is idea all about? Incubation. This is the transition period, or we get the processing period. Entrepreneur think about his idea, it pros and cons, what are the limitations, what are the advantages in my product. Then process of it implementation in his mind. Then the process going on his mind. Means the idea is spreading the roots. This is yeah, that's why I say incubation. This is called transition period. This is called transition period. Now why is it called transition period? Why? Because the entrepreneur think about his idea. The entrepreneur thinks that whatever he's thinking, what are his pros and cons, what are his benefit, what are his advantages or disadvantages. Now if you see the cons are more, the disadvantages are more, then he forget the idea, or he can take up the market research to remove the cons, whatever if there, if any, in their product. The process of its implementation goes in his mind. Means the idea is spreading its roots. They are finding a way. This is a part. This process is called incubation. So that's why it's called transition period. The entrepreneur think about his idea, its advantages and disadvantages. The process of it implementation goes in his mind. How the process can be implemented. Means in simple way say that the idea is spreading its roots. The idea is moving ahead. Means spreading his root. Now he finding moving towards. Now next, this is called step 3. Step 4 is incubation. Step 4 is we say when we say elimination. Step 4 is this one, illumination or what, elimination. Now what is this step? Elimination. The fourth stage or the elimination stage, or we call it elimination stage. This is the fourth stage. Now, what is this for elimination stage? It occurs when the idea resurfaces in a realistic way. When the idea resurfaces in a realistic way, the entrepreneur comes with a viable plan to give practical shape to his idea. Means now, this is the particular thing. My idea is this one. Now he is giving the practical shape, or giving a viable plan to give his practical shape to his idea by collection of raw material, arranging for finance, etc. Now suppose he want to set up a factory, okay, a very unique item which can be not there in the market. Let's take any example. Okay, he wants to offer something new in the market. Then he occur where the finance comes, or how much finance is required, where the collection of raw material, from where we get the raw material, best type of raw material in a best possible way. Okay, what is the transportation cost? How much finance I require, how much skilled laborers are required, how much unskilled laborers are required. Means all the requirements, he gives the illumination stage. That's why this stage occurs when the idea resurfaces in a realistic way. Now he thinking about the idea. Now I'm ready to make this product. This product has future. This product can solve the needs and tastes and preference of consumer. Or this product can solve the problem. What is the problem having in the society in terms of requirement of the product. To me, the entrepreneur comes with a viable plan to give practical shape to his idea by collecting of raw material, arranging for finance, arranging for the skilled laborers, or if any technology is required for this manufacturing purpose, whether technology is available in the Indian market or whether it's available abroad. To me, all these things comes in his mind. That's why it's called illumination stage. Step 5. Step 5 is verification. Last stage is called verification. This is the last stage. Verification, or fifth stage. This is called testing stage. In this plan is translated. No, that's why it's called testing stage. Last one is testing stage. Now he tests all what he think about the thing. What are all the creative process thing. This is called the testing stage. In this, plan is translated into useful application which has value. Means this is called testing stage because in this, plan is translated into useful application. Plan is translated into a useful application. Useful application. Now what is this useful application? Which has this called application which has value. Which has value. It is a stage when knowledge is developed into application. When it is a stage when knowledge is developed into application. Means now whatever you gather the idea, what type of market research you offer, now you are ready to offer in the, because you already arrange the raw materials, you already arrange the finance, now you are come to testing stage, now you are offering the product in the market. So that's why this stage called verification, or this stage called verification one. That's why this is called testing stage, because this is called testing stage because in this plan is translated into useful application which has value. It is a stage when knowledge is developed into application. When knowledge is developed into application, when whatever thing, now you apply that. So that's why it's called verification stage. So these are the 5 stages which we require. I hope this is clear. These are 5 stages which we require in creative process. The first one is idea generation, second one is preparation, third one is incubation, then elimination, and then verification. So these are the 5 stages we require in creative process. Now next we move on to innovation. We move on after creative process, the innovation, and then we read about the innovation process. Now what is innovation? You know that innovation, find something new or develop something new. This is one of the most important part, not only for the entrepreneur, for any kind of business. If you in your exhibit, if you innovate, if you add value, added value in it, it always will remain in the market. It always be successful. Look for the car market. Now how it changes from 1990 to 2010 to 2020. Now these are not many stages are there, because in car, if you see the cars in 1990, they have the similar type of features, or very basic kind of features. The music system, they have AC, that's all, that's the only thing. Nobody think about the airbags in it. Nobody thinks about the different facilities which are available now. Now these are things which are occurs. Innovation occurs in every type of things. Where company want to innovate their product, company want to change their product in order to sustain in the market. Now everything, from mobile market to car market to even everything, the innovation is required in every field. Even if you see the detergent powders, now they change their packaging. Now the machine powder is different, or the hand washing powder is different. Now why they same? They all the carry the same type of similar type of contents, but in order to change their demands, because especially the females find a problem. If we cannot what type of detergent we can use in washing machine. I mean, they make a different thing. Surf excel say that the surf excel machine. Now why this thing? They innovate something, they develop something, they change the color, or maybe they improve some version in it, and this machine powder is costlier than normal washing powder. So this is innovation. Customer is ready to pay extra when you give something, according to his needs and taste. That's why important thing. Now similarly see that earlier the Bournvita say, we all drink Bournvita with milk. Okay, we put Bournvita in milk and then we all drink it. Now they say Bournvita female, Bournvita for women, and the Bournvita for kids. They are entirely different. Even they say that Bournvita for 40 plus people are different. It contains certain types of ingredients in it which can improve the bones, which improve the muscles, which you require at the 40 plus. Now these all the things are there. Means that they are making the product in order to satisfy the needs and tastes of consumer. That's why innovation process. So what is innovation? Innovation, it is a process of entrepreneurship which involves translation of useful idea into application. So right here, it is a process. It is a process. It is a process of entrepreneurship idea of entrepreneurship which involves translation of useful idea, which involves translation of useful idea into application. useful idea into application. Okay, which has commercial value? Of course, it's important. Which has commercial value means when you sold it in the market, you get something for the same, or means better than something for the same, because which you require, which can increase your business, which can increase your profitability. Innovation required to work out analytically the details of the enterprise, to develop marketing strategies, to organize finance and take its operations. It all depends upon innovation process. Now, what type of because if you want to innovate, if you want to open up the new idea, you want to introduce a new product in the market. Now, this is like an innovation. You require the new data marketing, you require the analytical planning, you require to arrange finance for that, you require the strategic operation, which all require in innovation. So these are the steps, these are the part which require innovation. Now, for example, you know that earlier Hyundai introduced Santro. Now they rearrange it, they rechange it in 2017 because Santro is one of the famous brand for the company. The company don't want to lose it. So what company does in that process? Company reintroduce Santro because company want that Santro is a very good brand name for the same. So they innovate something in that. They improve some features in that. They improve the lighting style. They improve their electronic combo point. They introduce the airbags in it. So these are the innovation process which company require in order to satisfy the needs and taste of consumer. Next we move on to elements which require in elements which require innovation process. Elements which require in innovation process. The first elements which require in innovation process is analytical planning. The first one is analytical planning. This is the first stage. Next is resource organization. We are learning about the innovation process. Resources organization. Third part is called implementation of the idea. This is the first stage. This is the second stage. Third stage is implementation of the ideas. We call implementation. Then the fourth one is after implementation, we require the commercial application. Commercial application. Now these are the four stages which require innovation process. It requires analytical planning, it requires resource organization, it requires implementation, it requires the commercial application. So these are stages which you require. Now what is analytical planning? First thing. Now it requires identifying planning. Identifying planning involves identify the product or service features. It requires a design. It requires the way the resources come. The first one is when you study about the analytical planning, it contains the following informations. The first one is we are studying about analytical planning. I hope you can able to see it. Okay, the first stage when we think about the analytical planning is identifying planning involves, which is under analytical planning. The first stage is identifying planning involves identify the product, identify the product. Okay, then what type of design you offer in the market? It's a design. What type of design you offer in the market? Then what are the resources, or where the resources come from, where they get the raw material, from where you get the staff. We'll see whether the staff will be skilled or unskilled. In sometimes in similar terms we can call it labor, from where we get the labor. So these are the first stage. Identify planning involves identify the product or services features, design or resources. The second part in this term is resource organization involves. The resource organization involves, first one is human resource. Human resource. Again, this term, very important part. Human resource. From where you get the skilled labor or unskilled labor, whether what type of labor you require, what type of staff you require. This one is important part, human resource. In the same way, second part is material resource. What type of material you require for this thing, on firm, where you get the raw material, at what cost. Then third part, what type of technology you require. Again, we already discussed briefly before that. Technology, whatever, whether you require imported technology from abroad or whether technology is available within India. So these are things which are implemented when you go for the resource organizations. The first one is human resource, next is material resource, from where you get the raw materials, where you get the semi-finished goods, how you make the finished goods, what type of technology you require to convert raw material into finished goods, or raw material into first semi-finished good, then to finished goods. These are technology, whether it's technology available in India or you require the technology from abroad. Fourth one is capital resources. Capital resources. Now capital resources include all money, from where, you get the money, which bank offer you money, and then what is the requirement of land, what is the requirement of machineries. We already discussed in technology. So the capital resources means which are long-term resources which you require. It includes money also. Who offer you money? Who can give you, benefit the money? From where the money comes? How much own equity you find? How much borrowed money you can invest in the market? So that's a thing which are coming under resource organization. Next called implementation involves. Then the third one is how you implemented the resources. The third one is implementation. Implementation, it requires the implementation resources, applying resources, delivering the results. Now, how you applying the resources, how the technology which you got, how you apply the resources, how you deliver the results. This is an important part. This includes applying resources, how you apply the resources, which help. You require the help of what? First you require the training for the thing, or you require training for the staff to apply the resources, and then how they deliver the results. How they deliver the results. So these are important part. Implementation of this way. Implementation involves applying resources, and then it comes delivering the results. Last stage is commercial. The last stage of innovation process is commercial application involves. We call it commercial application. Now, what is commercial application? It's one of the most important part of innovation. Commercial application involves provision of value to his customer. How you satisfy your customer once he purchases a product to you. How you satisfy the customer, because the important part. If you cannot able to satisfy customer never look back. Then he looks toward the competitor world. Then he find the new changes. He find the new technology. Means that provision of value customer. How you satisfy a customer. If any grievances occur, if any problem occurs, is the company set up a table task? A company set up a different segment for the thing to satisfy the grievances of the customer. So this one say that provision of value to the customer. How important consumer for you? Provision. What is provision for that? Provision of value to customer. How you satisfy your customer. To customer is an important part, because once customer satisfied, he can provide you more publicity, and that publicity is more important than advertising and marketing. Now, next important part is not only you need to satisfy customer, you have to satisfy your employees also, because employees are the backbone of any organization. If you cannot able to satisfy employee, you cannot do success in the business, because employees are the backbone, because he is the only person who can directly deal with the customer. He is the person who can manufacture the goods. He is the person who are manufacturing the services. So you have to satisfy your employee. How can you satisfy your employee? By providing rewards, by giving the good salaries, by giving the good bonuses. Whenever any worker working extra, you have to provide extra incentives, whether it's monetary incentive, whether it's non-monetary incentive. Means that you have to reward your employees for his betterment. Third part is satisfy all the stakeholders. Satisfy all stakeholders. Now, who is stakeholders in the business? Stakeholders involves owners, customers, employees, even the creditors from whom you purchase the raw material, even the debtors also, the banks, the government, How you satisfy different stakeholders is an important part. Means you have to distribute the profit equally, or means consider amount to be given to every stakeholders. Pay to the creditors on time so that he can supply the raw material on a significant way. This is an important part to satisfy all the stakeholders. Provide employment opportunity that you can satisfy the society also, because society is look toward the business, because they say that they feel that this particular company can generate employment opportunities which can increase the national income. Develop the routes, develop the area, provide hospital opportunities if you can afford it. So these are things which are needed for commercial application. The commercial application includes provision of value to customer, reward to employees, satisfy all the stakeholders, those who are working in the business. This is an important part. To me, it's the best way. At the last, I'm saying that it's an important part. We say that selecting the right opportunity. Selecting the right opportunity, which means that the entrepreneur should look into various factors before deciding on the opportunity. Even if the opportunity looks promising, an entrepreneur should look into the environment factors, with different environmental factors like macro and macro, which already discussed earlier, before choosing the best opportunity. That means whenever you get any opportunity, select the right opportunity. There are not many opportunities that exist in the world market. You should be that type of entrepreneur, that type of progressing mind. Look toward the right opportunities. The entrepreneur should look into the various factors before deciding on the opportunity. Even if the opportunity look promising, an entrepreneur should look into the environmental factors, their risk-taking class, their opportunity in terms of futuristic way. So that's why he choose the best opportunity. So that's what I'm saying. Select the right opportunity. So till then, we study about the innovation process. I hope you studied that. In case you find any difficulty, please do write to me. And the in your Google Classroom, the ebooks are available, the NCERTs are available. Read NCERT thoroughly. And if you find any problem, do write to me on my Google account, Google Classroom account. So till then, stay safe, take care.